Hey guys, we are back with our short course in geological math video lecture series, and this is lecture number 10. In our previous lecture, we had discussed about the 3-point problem, and this is a continuation of the same problem, but we have some more questions in the same 3-point problem. And the question is from the book, The Introduction to Geological Structures and Map, 5th edition by Benison. And this book is really very good for solving geological maps. You can find this book in any online platforms. So let us get into the question. On the left hand side, you can see a map where you can see there are A, B, C and D. 4 points are mapped. And the question is that reduce the dip and strike of the coal seam which is seam to outcrop at the point A, B, C. So there is a coal seam and it is outcropping at point A, B and C. Okay. At what depth would the seam be encountered in the borehole sunk at point D? So if you sunk a borehole here at point D, at what depth you can reach the coal seam? That is the second question. Complete the outcrop of the seam. So we have to complete the outcrop, how it traces all along. Would a seam 200 meter below this one also outcrop within the area of the map? So we have to answer whether if there is a coal seam below this particular outcrop, say at a depth of 200 meter, will it appear in the map or not? And all the contours are in meter, that is the unit of the contour values, right? This is what given in the question. The question, it is clear there is a coal seam that is at point A, B and C. So these are the three different heights of an outcrop. So with this 3 point, how to solve this, right? So let us recall the basics from our previous class. We will also explain with the properties of contour. The very first thing is, we remember that whenever there is same value of strike and contour meets, there will be an outcrops, right? This is the basic rule for so many maps we have solved, right? So this simply means there is a contour and there is an outcrop here. So there will be a strike here. The same way there are two more points here which are the outcrops that is actually present over a contour. So according to this rule, the same value of strike should be passing here also. So from this, we do know that the properties of strike line, like the strike lines are always parallel and equally spaced until and unless it is deformed. Okay, so in the question it is not given as any sort of deformation is there, so we'll take it as undeformed stratum. Okay, so in this case the strikes will be parallel to each other and it will be equally spaced. So from this we can deduce that at this point, if there is a strike of this particular coal seam that passes here, that will be having a value of 200 meter. So that will be equal to the contour here. And at this point, the strike will be of 400 meter. And at this point, the strike will be of 600 meter, right? And by definition, we know strikes are the line that passes through equal elevation of a particular inclined formation, right? Or a particular inclined feature. So in this case, it is a coal seam that is inclined. So we have a strike and dip. But we don't have an equal value. But we know the strikes are parallel and equally spaced. So it will be like, say it starts from 600 here and 200 here. So this will be like 500, 400, 300, 200 will be lying in this line. As you know, this is parallel and equally spaced. So what can we do is, we can connect the top and bottom, that is the highest contour and the lowest contour, or the highest strike value and the lowest strike value. And we have to measure the distance, which is say somewhere near 11.4 centimeter. And we know the division, that is the starting point is 600 and the ending point is 200. So difference is 4. So what we can do is, we can divide this distance by 4 and what we will get is 2.85 centimeter. So this 2.85, which is equally spaced all along this line. So at first point will be somewhere here, second point will be here, and third point is here, and fourth point will be appearing here itself. And if you want to fill the values, as this is 600, this will be 500, this will be 400, this will be 300, and 200 is here already, right? So this could be, we don't know whether it is true dip or apparent dip, but for time being we will keep it as an apparent dip direction. So once we draw the strike, we can conclude whether it is a true dip or apparent dip, but that is, we can conclude only after drawing the first strike. Okay, so we have to draw the first strike. How? So we need two equal values, that is the strike line that connects equal elevation for a particular inclined plane. So we have 400 here for the same coal seam and the 400 here. So what we can do is, we can draw the very first strike using two set squares like this. So this is the very first strike, right? We know the strikes are parallel, so we will use the set square. and we have all other values here. So we'll just move the strike from set square from here to here and draw the second line. This strike will be having a value of 500, right? And we can move further there, so we can see that value will be somewhere near 600. The same way we can extend this side also. We can get 300 meter strike, then we will get in 200 meter strike, right? So this is how we can draw all the strikes in this line. Okay, so what after this? So to complete this outcrop, what we have to do is we have to mark the outcrops all along the map, except these 3 points. There will be more points, right? So that is what we have to find. To do that, we have to check the contact of same value of strike and contour. So if you see this 600 meter strike and 600 meter contour, there is an outcrop which is given in the map already. So this is the very first point. And here also this contour is 600 meter and this strike is 600 meter. So you will be having a point here. If you move further, there is no any 600s there. Okay, and there is a 500 strike here, and this is the 500 meter contour. So you can have a point here, just like that. You have a point here, and once again it is not contacting, so we'll just skip this. That's it, right? Then if you go for 400, you can see 400 is here. Then we have a 400 here also. Then we have a 400 outcrop which is given in the map, and once again we have a 400 here. And that's all, right? So if you move to 300, so there is an outcrop in here, 300 meter, and one more here, then one more here, and one here, and again one here. So these are 300 meter strikes. And for 200, one is given in the map already, and we have to find out the other thing. So these are the outcrop points in this map. So now what we have to do is we have to complete this outcrop of the coal seam. So to do that, we will start the line from one end. We will move all along this line like this, and we will end it in this side, right? This is how we have to complete this. Remember, the outcrop should not cross any contour or strike separately. It can only cross the contact of same value of strike and contour. And we do have this point, so this will be a separate outcrop, right? So this will be like this. We will start here, we move here, and this is like. So we had completed the outcrop of this particular coal seam. So one question is solved. What is the next question? They had asked for deducing the dip and strike of the coal seam. So as we drawn the strike, we know dip will be perpendicular to the strike. So this will be the strike direction. So what we have to do is we have to calculate the strike direction. And this is the north line which is given in the map. We have just extended it all along the map, so we can use this line for our reference. And we need a protector to keep over this, the contact between the north line and your strike line. The angle that is shown here will be the strike line. And you know, strike is bidirectional, so you can write it as south 50 degree west or north 50 degree east. I prefer not writing north direction, so this is north 50 degree east. So that is the strike direction of this particular map. We can also write south 50 degree west. That is not wrong. Okay, so this is bidirectional. Dip. So this is the dip direction. So we have to move from here to here. So we have to add 90 degree. As you know, the strike and dip have the strike and the true dip have a relationship of 90 degree. So the true dip direction is north 140 degree east. And we have to calculate the dip amount. So for that, we have to use this formula: dip amount, that is tan dip is equal to strike interval by horizontal equivalent into scale. Strike interval in the map is say 100 meter, that we know. Horizontal equivalent we have to measure along the dip line, true dip line, which will be the horizontal equivalent. And the scale is also given on the map. So just by using these values, we have to find the true dip. So when you just try this yourself, and you find the true dip amount, just mention in the comment section, you will cross check it, right? So the strike and dip are done. The next question is, at what depth would be the seam be encountered in the borehole sunk at point D? So there is a point D here, which is preferred to be drilled, right? At this point, this coal seam will appear. So we have to find at what depth it will be appearing, right? So, you know, to solve this, we need two things. One is the elevation of that particular point. So the D point is perfectly over this contour, and the contour value is 400 meter. So the altitude of this particular point D is 400 meter. And we also know should know the altitude of that particular coal seam at that particular point, which we can find using the strike value. So there is a strike that actually passes exactly over this point D, and the strike value is 200 meter. So the strike value of the coal seam at the point D is 200 meter and the altitude is 400 meter. So we have to drill from 400 to 100, that is we have to drill 200 meter to reach the coal seam. So if you drill a bore here, or if you sunk a borehole here at the point D, you will reach this particular coal seam at the depth of 200 meter. Is that clear? So this question is also solved. And there is one more question. What was that? Yes, the question is, would a coal seam of 200 meter below this one also outcrops within this area of map? We have to answer whether it is yes or no. So to do that, what we can do is, there are few values here. So we'll just draw parallel lines here also with the use of horizontal equivalent here, this value. So we can draw these two strikes. So all these strikes are parallel and equally spaced, and they mention it as 200 meter below the appearing coal seam. So at this point, the coal seam elevation, that is altitude, is 600 meter. So according to this relationship, the expected coal seam or average coal seam, that will be having 400 meter, and this is the true dip direction. So if we move this side, the value should rise. So 400 to 500, this will be 500, this will be 600, and this will be 300, 200, 100, and so on, right? So with this value, what we have to do is, so we have to find whether the coal seam is appearing on the map or not, right? So to do that, we have to find the equal value of strike and contour of this particular coal seam, whether it is appearing on the map or not. So for this case, you can see 600 meter strike is here and a 600 meter contour is here. So this will be a outcrop for this map. And 500 meter strike is here and 500 meter contour is here. So this and this will be an outcrop of that particular coal seam. And we do have 400 here and 400 here. And we have 300 here and 300 here. So what we can do is, we can trace it from one side to other side, just like this. So we do have the coal seam, which is present 200 meter below the coal seam, that is having an outcrop at A, B, and C. So the answer for this question is yes. At a seam of 200 meter below this one also outcrops within the area of the map. Okay. So this is how we had solved all the questions in this map. If you have any doubt, mention in the comment section. I will try to explain in the upcoming video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.